This is something rare and special. A #1 versus #2 early in the season. Who's going to get the inside track, the early jump on that national championship chase? As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Bruins will kick this deep to get us going. And the return man decides to signal fair. Takes the handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Let's it go. And he pulls in the catch. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. The Wolverines will crank up the tempo. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
7, UCLA, 0.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around, to give him a chance to get out in space, are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. And he's got it.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And the Bruins will have 1st and 10 here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Getting set. Here's second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. He stays alive. Caught quickly. He's brought down, but that strong, stiff arm helped him to a first down.
Chris, how about the accuracy here by this quarterback to pick up the first down? And, man, UCLA has had some great play at quarterback. DTR, who just left recently, going back to Cade McNown, and, of course, Troy Aikman, one of the best to ever play the game.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Gain makes it second and medium. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. He'll toss it to the back. They've got him behind the line. The option fools no one.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping and doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Handing off on the draw play. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but you're so far behind the chains, but you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. The attempt from 47 yards. You missed it. Field goal. No good. After the miss, still down by 7.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Here comes a handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. 2nd down play coming up. Oh, it's a reverse. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football. And it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
He's moving out of the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. He fires this throw and is intercepted. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
The shotgun running play call. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. Game makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Good job of picking up some big yards for the first down by UCLA. And Chris, they have had some great backs over the years, and this back's living up to it. Think about Maurice Jones-Drew, Jonathan Franklin, Skip Hicks, Deshaun Foster, and believe it or not, some people forget about this, but Jackie Robinson, known for his days of playing with the Dodgers, he got it started at UCLA as a running back himself.
Second down after the incompletion. Grab behind the line. It's DeMarco. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Gain of 12. And that's a first down.
They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, it's a big-time play.
Second down after that previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Handoff in a single back formation. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
You get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, it is awfully tough on a defense when a quarterback's able to move outside of the pocket and still keep his eyes downfield looking for those open targets. You don't know whether to attack him and try to bring him down or to stay back and defend the pass.
The Bruins pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. On the ground, it's DeMarco. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver makes the catch. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he throws his third interception of the day. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
First down, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, really nice job by this defense. Not only do they pressure the quarterback and get after him, but I don't think they tipped their hand with their coverage. They actually waited to the last possible second to bracket this receiver, and it almost paid off for an interception.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Give it to the back again. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Pump over the middle. It's rare. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
The Wolverines have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on 1st down. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
UCLA offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48. The Bruins looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Ball handed off. Breaks loose at the 40. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made at the 32. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And now the running back's got it again. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Quarterback keeps the football. Will he score here? And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
UCLA.
What an extra dimension to this offense when you can pull a quarterback design run and not just pick up 5 or 6 yards, but a big gain and a touchdown. This guy is special.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Testing the defense with a throw downfield. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. No huddle now for the offense. Secondary backed up off the ball now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And here comes a deep shot. And it's incomplete, a last gasp pass as time expires in the first half. Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from near the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Bruins offense back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Gets some space around the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Really good patience here from the back, and anytime you have a big gain like this, that means the receivers are doing their job as well at that 2nd and 3rd level of the defense, picking up some bigger blocks and helping them get even more yards.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. Ball handed off. Oh, there's the stiff arm. Refusing to be brought down. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Oh, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one wasn't in.
Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
Defensive ends are tough to slow down for offensive linemen. They have the size, they have the speed, they have the athletic ability, and here the awareness to come up with a sack. Good play.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Can he make it? All the way for a touchdown. An electrifying play, Kirk. He was just a better athlete than the guys trying to stop him on that coverage team.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by this returner. But let's also not forget the blocks. Some key blocks there that set this return up and eventually got him into the end zone.
Automatic in the PAT. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return.
UCLA offense will take over. First and 10.
And the UCLA offense takes the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. And they come up with something here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Now it's second down here. And he drops back in the gun. Looking for a deep completion. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, at this point, the offensive coordinator has to think about going to the other quarterback. That's his 4th interception in this game alone. He's throwing the ball in the coverage, and the defense is making him pay for it.
And out comes the offense set to take over here. They'll start the drive here with an end around. That's a strong stiff arm. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. They're going to run it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. You set it down to the offense, first and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And on the carry, he's heading left. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the second down play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Pass is incomplete, but there's a penalty marker down. Might be roughing the quarterback. So the head coach accepts the penalty, pushes the offense back a little bit. The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Wolverines. And they will claim the second half lead. The quarterback who can escape and score. What a weapon for that offense.
Well, quarterbacks with legs like this are so much harder to prepare for and defend than your more traditional quarterbacks. That kind of speed, that kind of creativity makes it almost impossible to defend him and keep him cooped up all game.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. When you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line played just like that.
Looking to pass here on second down. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
It's a quick grab. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this 4th down. Great job here by the D.
And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Oh, here comes the reverse. Brought down, but he's past the line to gain.
This is a nice job of the receiver picking up the 1st down on a decent gain. The defense is happy it didn't go for more. Expect them to lock down these playmakers because you never know who's going to get the ball next.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
At the 30. Offense facing 4th down.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. The attempt from 47 yards. Kick is up and no good. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Michigan 21, UCLA 14.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll try the option play here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense getting set. It's second down. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
And he's out of bounds here on the return. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. And the single back takes the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Important second down play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Third down play for this offense. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Good enough for first down yardage.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Second down.
The offense has done well to chew some clock here. Now they'll come up on second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The pass rush closing in. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker. And now a fourth down decision coming up. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. Kick goes out of bounds. They'll spot the ball near the 20-yard line. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's caught downfield. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. And the Bruins will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. And looking to throw now on first down. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Second and long, but you figure they'll run the ball here to work the clock. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Or throw away there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Field goal try, no good. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Chris, you and I were on the field in warm-ups. We saw this guy hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and actually went over. So we know that he has the leg to make this kick. I just don't think he got enough on it.
Takes the handoff on the counter play. Impressive spin there. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught in the backfield. It's DeMarco. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. And the quarterback dropping back, trying to extend the play. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. There's another interception. We're losing track.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
And it's a kneel down. So that's now back-to-back wins, Kirk, over quality opponents. This team really building some momentum.
I agree. I think there's a lot to build on with this team and what they've been able to do these last few games. We'll just have to see how far this streak can extend and how much this team can keep improving.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.